What's up, guys? Hope you're having a smashing Tuesday. Today, by request, we're going to see how my 13-inch mid-2010 MacBook Pro has endured a long 13 months living with me. Right. So I got this machine in June of 2010, and it's now July of 2011. Of course, I've used it every day for more than 45 minutes, let's just say, since then. It has gone to California, Las Vegas, and Chicago. That'll happen to be in one trip, but, you know, that's a couple different airports. So we'll see how it's held up. The top of it looks pretty good. I mean, I can't really find any flaws here in the top. There's no scratches, chips, or dents of anything to speak of in the top. I know Apple's aluminum does tend to dent if it's dropped. We'll talk about that when we get to the rear right corner. But as far as the top goes, the top's in great shape, and I have set stuff on here. I've set the iPad on here a couple times. I'm usually pretty careful, but, you know, that's aluminum. Aluminum can scratch aluminum, but it hasn't, at least to this point. Looking at the front and the sides, this is really not a common area where these things get scratched, but dents can happen, as you can see back here in this corner, if I can get it on camera there. It's not too bad. Did fall off my bed at one point, and just pushed in that little corner of the display, but it's nothing that I would ever want to replace or be too worried about. Everything else is fine. Taking a look at the bottom, be real careful setting it down. The bottom's in pretty good shape. You know, this is where it gets moved around on my desk a lot. Last time I cleaned it, I noticed there were very few, very small scratches, usually right about in the middle, which I thought was weird, considering there's 4 feet that hold it up, but apparently maybe I set it down on something at one point. And then I also noticed right here, there is the smallest dent you could find, and this is real thin aluminum. If you've ever taken this off to update RAM or graphic or hard drive or something like that, you know how thin this is, being aluminum. But there's a tiny little dent right there. Not too bad. We'll open it up, take a look at the display. Display is in, aside from being dusty, it is in very good shape. No scratches or dents in anything in the display, so no problems here. Glass is perfect. Down here on the palm rests and the keyboard, I think any MacBook Pro owner, if you do not have the issue now, you will in the future. You can always tell if somebody is a right thumb or a left thumb spacebar-ist, spacebar puncher. I happen to be a right spacebar puncher. You get a little oil, finger oils that don't seem to come off. Windex, you know, gas and fire. I had toothpaste, ketchup, mustard, oil. I have not been able to get this stuff off. Kidding about all those remedies. But the water and the Windex have not worked. So that is a problem that I think Apple should try to work with these keyboards and see if they can make them look nicer longer. Aside from that, this is a great machine. I plan on keeping it until the next refresh. I'll look into getting a spec bump there, as I'm doing a lot more editing in Final Cut Pro now. But until then, the 2.66 GHz 13-inch MacBook Pro with 8 gigs of RAM and a 128 gig SSD has definitely been a good buy, and I do highly recommend it. So after 13 months with me, in and out of the car, airplane, you know, through security, this thing has done very well. Granted, I have not dropped it downstairs, so you're not going to find, well, we'll just say that it is not a DentBook Pro. Thanks for watching. My Tech Inform, well, that's our website, techinform.us, but my Twitter is twitter.com/JamesRSchultz. Again, thank you, and I'll talk to you guys in Thursday's video. Have a pleasant Wednesday. That was creepy.